Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So we're up and running. Milan cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. And here's Osimhen, and he's had a hit! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Mbappe. And it's Neymar. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he welcomes it in. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, what has happened? Big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar, that is a brilliant interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's made its way to him. He's one-on-one, shot, and the shot! Dispatched clinically. They've come back, they've come roaring back. This is becoming quite a game. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
João Neves.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Neymar. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he's whipped it across. They've scored! And again they hit the front. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he's going to be disappointed with that.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rodri. Osimhen. That's an imaginative pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Zanetti. 15 minutes till half-time. Timber cuts out the pass. Now it's Mbappe. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Batistuta. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball, and he's there to belt it away. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now it's Neymar. And the through ball. He's found a way through. Gets into some space. Delivered. Big header! Really well taken goal. And they're at it again in double quick time. Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Great ball if he can get there. He's onside. Neymar could move up a gear here. Nicely spread. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Crossed in again.
Well played and well cleared.
Now it's Osimhen.
Il quarto uomo
Stood
indica
up well
2
to him
minuti di
there.
recupero.
Albert Ferrer. Now it's De Bruyne. Can he latch on to this? That's really well cleared. And there is the half-time whistle.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile seguire l'esibizione del nostro ospite d'onore anche sul maxi schermo. Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 19, viene
And the
sostituito
action
con il
is back on the
numero
way.
22.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Looking for the run. Spread neatly. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's going for goal! Out to the right. Now it's Mbappe. Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. And that is as far as they're going to go.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he welcomes it in. And the shot! It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must...
Neymar! And that's caused a worry or two.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. No, he's not getting his way this time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Zanetti, Albert Ferrer, and Serginho. That has been cut short. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Serginho. No, that's been intercepted. Vinicius Junior. And it's Hernandez. João Neves. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, that's well spotted. Neymar. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He is through here. Oh, smashing header. That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better luck next time, maybe.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Zanetti. He won't be happy with that one. Neymar. Oh, that's neat. Flings in across. Terrific header! Off the post! Vinicius Junior. Hernandez. Played out towards the right wing. He has a look up. He's having a shot! Oh, it's gone in! Level again! And they are in no mood to give up the fight.
Well, who better to grab it? Situations like this just seem to come naturally to him.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Decent chance! It's a goal! Into the lead once more. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, it has been a very watchable, sometimes rather desperate contest. Understandable, one supposes, when considering what's at stake
Well,
here.
Peter, as you said, this is huge. Could do with more intensity and purpose, though, if they're looking to turn this around. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's picked his way through.
Cambio di giocatori.
Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. He's shifting through the gears here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Foden, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Face to face with the keeper. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
I think the manager's reactions here sum it up perfectly. He fully expected that to go in.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Neymar. That's that, the end. Milan perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one.
Against Milan.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Milan cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. And Batistuta! So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90...
Ribery! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl!
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Messi. Ribery gets into a good position. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Zanetti gets a foot in here. And that's definitely not his best.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he's picked it up out wide. Delivery from Mbappe. Decent chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Oh, that's a fine challenge. João Neves. Showing good feet. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Ribery.
Rangers really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he welcomes it in. He's got away. Oh, smashing header! Dispatched clinically. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden...
Big chance! In he goes again. It's a goal! Oh, huge goal. Massive goal. They hit the reset button and we're back where we were. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, super find. And he's managed to get free. And it's pulled back. Bullish header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Succumbs to the pressure. João Neves really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Played out wide. Messi receives it in a wide position. Vinicius Junior.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And the through ball. And this is Batistuta. Messi. Now it's Ribery. And it's Messi. And it's Bergkamp. Now that looks a decent ball. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Vinicius Junior. And this is Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And we've reached half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. The midway point of the game.
Well, what an enjoyable first half. Just when you think a two-goal lead can be decisive, it's gone again, and I hope the goals keep coming.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. Milan get the second half going.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Serginho. Can he latch on to this? Zanetti makes the interception. Nicked it back promptly. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way through, and he's on a charge. The ball goes in. Serginho. Conte. Can he get it through? Bergkamp. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Going to be disappointed with that. And Messi! Mighty close.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Hernandez.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Delivered in. Khan deals with that nice and simple. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vinicius Junior. Ribery. That is a little undercooked. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte. Bergkamp. Messi. And it's Bergkamp. João Neves. De Bruyne looking understandably energised after his goal. Conte.
That's going in strongly.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, I think he's quickly realised how stupid he was for doing that.
Guardiola. Now, can they get him away? And that's been tried. He scores! Baresi. Zanetti. And it's Bergkamp. Conte. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Bergkamp. He's under a lot of pressure there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vinicius Junior. That's been cut out, well played. He's in space and looking for options. Ribéry crosses it in.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Bergkamp. Now it's Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? That ball looks a good one. He's having a shot! Cafu gets rid without sophistication.
Substitution for Rangers. Number 9, Messi. Coming on to replace him is...
Now it's De
number
Bruyne.
24,
Cross to the back
Beckham.
post. Cafu clears it away. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Beckham threads one in, and he cuts out the supply. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Mbappe driving forward. That's very neat. He's a sharp little ball here, played into the middle. That's a decent clearance.
There will be one
I think we
minute
might be
added
done
time.
here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Ribéry. And that's it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your reflections then, Jim?
Milan certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beck. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness.
Hello everyone,
Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite.
Manchester United against Milan.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Milan come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it?
Oh, what has happened here? Big chance! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Matt shoots! He scored! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. They get a throw in. And here's Batistuta. It's anyone's ball now. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh no, this does not look good. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has a... Sesko! Vinicius Junior. And it's James. And he was quick to react. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Vinicius Junior looking to run onto it. Nice interception, well timed. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And he's heaved it away. Reinders. He's gone for goal! Brilliant from Reinders! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the message is clear, the only way is up. The purest possible contact, what a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even...
And Batistuta! Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish right from the top drawer. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
James has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
He won't be happy with that one. João Neves looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
He's had a shot! No mistake! Right back in the game! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Milan heading towards the half-time break. A win very much in their sails. Hazard. Albert Ferrer. It's not an especially good pass, that. That's been cut out, well played. He's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, what a ball! Takes a shot! It's there! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Casemiro did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. He's a sharp little ball here.
3 minutes at a time.
Tries to play it through. Can he latch on to this? And this is Neymar. Šeško. And he cuts out the supply. Albert Ferrer. Zanetti. Mbappe. Drilled in low. He can get that clear. And it's half-time here.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Milan 2 up, but it is a crazy, undulating, unpredictable game. And we're off again.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Manchester Cunha! Neymar. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Raul. Nicely shaped ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Mbappe. And this is Batistuta. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Batistuta is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Albert Ferrer. Mbappe has created one goal already. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Matheus Cunha. João Neves powering forward here. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Albert Ferrer gets over and intercepts. Strong running down that left flank. And here's Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is... Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Attendance for this match was 70,987.
It's gone for a throw-in. De Ligt. And it's Azar. Azar going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he get on the end of... It's roll! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And it's been given away. Vinicius Junior. Turns back here, probably the best option. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Over to the left. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, super ball! That's good play. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So now the difference is 3. And back to the keeper they go. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well read, nice interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's having a shot! It's bounced back off the post. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Substitution for Manchester United.
And we have our
Number
very first
23,
corner.
Hazard. Number 18, Casemiro. Number 11.
They've played it short.
James.
Van Dijk.
On the field.
And here, Eze!
Eze.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Rice. Number 5.
Now it's
Alexander
Mbappe.
Arnold.
Now, can they get him away? Matheus Cunha. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Great vision. Tries a shot! It's a goal! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance. Back in, and the shot! It's in! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Milan are looking all but promoted. They can see the greener grass that is beyond the finish line.
They've been brilliant here, Peter. A thoroughly professional performance, and if things do indeed stay as they are, it's richly deserved.
Good take, and is he... And the shot! And he hits the net! It is no contest. It is a landslide. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Oh, shooting chance! No, it's wide. And it's slung out wide, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Menu. Vinicius Junior. That's a throw. Played out to the left flank, aimed beyond the defence. Vinicius Junior picks it up out wide. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Knocks it into space. Decent chance! And that is quite wonderful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And that's it. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan really were brilliant today, Peter. To produce a performance like this in a game that could have a massive outcome on the team's future. Those players have every reason to be proud of themselves and deserve every bit their status.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen.